this lesson, the second lesson, it is the attitude. Okay, like I didn't do the comprehension corner, so I thought I can answer the questions for you. You can just expand it and you can see, otherwise you follow my reading so that you can answer it, write the answers there and keep. The author remembers the overdue papers not submitted by the author and the teacher struggling to read one's handwriting, and also remembers one failing to learn Anglo-Saxon and missing out bibliography. Okay, so this is the answer you can write for the first question. I repeat, the author remembers the overdue papers not submitted by the author and the teachers struggling to read one's handwriting, and also remembers one failing to learn Anglo-Saxon and missing out bibliography. So the question is, mention two shortcomings worth remembering. So two shortcomings that is worth remembering from your school days is again one more answer. So this is in your own imagination you can write. Okay, any of the shortcomings you can write. Here the writer the drawbacks the writer recalls from the school days are, you should write, and then you can answer this question. So from here itself you can begin and then go, and later on you can mention any two of your answers of your own. Next question, use the expression no sooner than or more or less. So no sooner had she read the letter than she started crying. So no sooner I have used than I have used. The same way, similarly, more or less. More or less, I too had the same thinking about him. Okay. More or less, I too had the same thinking about him. This is your next question. Next answer. Or do you support the life skills that can be included in a preparation for life? Yes, I support the life that can be included in the preparation for life skills. The life skills that can be included, I have left out skills that can be included in the preparation for life skills curriculum, as it will help us discover how to cope with marital background. Okay, marital background, and then you can add something in page 35. So what is given in page 35? So let's go to page 35 and you can mark this answer and keep. I've just made it for you. So how to cope up with I just stopped there, right? So how to cope up with marital background, getting more your footwear dollar, dealing with the stress, and how to keep your finger nails from breaking off by always filming them towards the center. In other words, it would read like the content page of Homemakers magazine, which is why Homemakers magazine is so widely read even by me. So or for boys, Forbes or the Economist, and improving your place in the power hierarchy by choosing the right suit. So all this you can write in your exam for, and you can finish off over here. This is the third question. Then we come to the fourth one over here. The question is, writing seems to be physical exercise rather than the intellectual exercise. So para it. So here I can add, writing seems to be physical exercise rather than intellectual exercise because the novelists like Dickinson and it is like Dickens or Dickinson is given here. You just check once again. Dickens, sorry, correct. So I have written correctly. Dickens and Melville's writings of the longest novel shows they had thickest wrist. Thickest wrist doing through technology more changes can happen. So thickest skills, thickest wrist, but writing through, like you can even write the word writing through technology more changes can be. Writing through technology is through your computers. So that is what she is mentioning over here, and I just wrote on it. So I'll just read it once again. Writing seems to be a physical exercise rather than intellectual exercise because the novelists like Dickens and Melville's writings of the longest novel shows writers of the longest novel shows they had thickest wrist. Okay, so that one answer you can write. Writers of the longest novel shows they had thickest wrist. So here, writers. I just wrote writings. So you can write writers of the longest novel shows they had thickest wrist. Um, writing, but writing through you can write, but writing through technology, more changes can happen. Okay, so next you have some answers. So you have tried adjectives. Adjectives I have picked out perfect. He is a perfect man. Imperfect. He finished his work in imperfect manner. So perfect, imperfect. I wrote one sentence. He is a perfect man. He finished his work in imperfect way. And then you can see verbs. Remember. They will remember vividly. Forget. He almost forgot his appointment. Forgot. Adverbs. Vividly. He vividly made his plan clear. Unclear. The handwriting is unclear. So some answers for that example. So the sixth one, she talks about the boys and the girls' reading skills, about the pain in the wrist, and about the hair fall of the boys and girls. The author mentions it for anybody's remembering skill. So it's just give examples of humor. So examples of you can start from here. Examples of the humor sense, examples of the author's humor sense found in para 6, 8, 10 are. She talks about boys and girls reading skills, about the pain in the wrist, all about the pain in the wrist, and about the hair fall of boys and girls. Okay, the author mentions it. So this for the last thing, and it mentions it for anybody's remembering skill. Then we have if the bomb drops, or when the, which is certainty. It is when the bomb drops. Okay, this is certainty. Then she says about the catastrophe. The powerless mental state of mind is called catastrophe. Okay, that is what it is. She's trying to say in this lesson. Mental state. Then use the expression nevertheless. I do not have good dressing sense. Because of this, I have. So because of this, I have less confidence. Next one. Yes, I think the topic sentence in para 3 gets an answer in para 14 when the author says, and the author is go to page 36. What we have in page 36 is this. I've just marked for you from here. Okay, from this is a kind of from here you can write till here. Technology, all this answer can be winded up, and in your own words also you can write. That becomes 9. And the 10th one, again you should start. The author gives a similar message. From here you should write. Okay, gives a similar message about the altering the attitude in the concluding paragraph, because she quotes democracy. Sorry, from here you should say concluding paragraph. The examples she uses are factual. See, examples she uses are factual because she quotes democracy. 36. Democracy. She quotes democracy and politicians motivated as they may. So here it has. And politicians motivated as they are till 10th. From here. So this is your comprehension corner. I had taken a lot of time to upload this. This one is very simple. You can see your dictionary and start writing. Nothing for your teacher to sit and write. See dictionary please, and you can easily fill this gap. Even your cell phones will give you these answers. From the list of synonyms answers, you have written an answer in the above exercise. Identify the words with positive meanings and use them in sentence of your. So what are all the words that has a positive meaning over here? What are all the words? We have positive meaning is graceful. Then we have vivid. Then we have I don't think so. We have a positive meaning anymore. I have a doubt with vivid is clear. Yes, the graceful is clear. So with these two words, we can write a sentence. She has made her answers vividly clear. Sorry, vividly vividly clear, you can write. And graceful, she had a graceful appearance. Okay, so you can write two things, but I have a doubt with the gallo and with gallo. So when you see the meanings over here, uh, what is asked over here is written, you have written as answers in the and with the words with positive meanings and user. So with positive meaning you should get and right. But here when you take antonyms, you get the words confidence. Confidence will give you a positive note. So I have confidence in my examinations. Okay. I have confidence in writing my examination. So this is like uh, you should be very clear. Now when this after writing both, you should find which all words has positive meanings. Those words you should take it. So I just wrote vividly. See, she made her answer vividly clear. This one graceful I've taken, and here I've taken confidence. So when you write different answers, you'll get the positive words. Positive words you just have to write like this. Then when we come here on the ground, so I have the word reason. You have to find, okay, which word is there. Get around, find, stick to, all this you can get the expressions. Figure out, find out or solve out. Running, lead, toy, plate, hold, wait, being washed out, waste, breaking out, facing out, solving, speaking, in a pinch little, do away with, avoid. So all those things. But here what they have told is you have to take MC rapid, increase proliferate. Then I wrote clear headed, sober. This is like very simple. You have to take your glossary, and then you have to see what are all the glossary words which has been added over here. So if you find that this phrase, okay, in this paragraph, you should try to put up. I this perceptible will be here. See, this will be here if you check. See, so it is palpable. So you have to write here palpable. Okay, when you say ridiculing, you will find some, see, ridiculous here. Okay, so the meaning is scoff. So just write scoff. See, obliteration. When you see obliteration, the word or meaning will be here somewhere. Obliteration. See, obliteration. So it is annihilation. So you have to find here and just take your you just have to take the answers from here and fill it up over here. It's a very simple task only. It's only to make you learn good English. Then coming to the next page, very simple work you have. You just have to see to that you are filling up this beautiful word puzzle. Okay, I just marked some word puzzles. You can see I found out some words. Dentist, then fire extinguisher, foot programmer, carpenter. All this I made. Put to try to see. I didn't do fully. This is all your work. You can easily do it. Then when coming to the writing corner, we have some of the words over here. Identify expression which indicates anxiety and tension. So what's called anxiety? Use in sentence of your own. So from this paragraph you should pick out the word anxiety. So you can say the word unbelievably worse is a word. Walked off is a word. Okay, so you can write unbelievably worse. The condition of my friend went unbelievably worse. Of my friend's body, friend's health. Okay, friend's health went unbelievably worse. So you're writing that answer over here. Any two there was, you can write one more like walked off. So she walked off the stage when she did not get the prize. So you can write everything is going to become unbelievable worse and will never get better again. Paraphrase. So what does this mean? You have to make it in a sentence form. So everything is going to become unbelievable, will never get again. So the phrase the lines try to say, the lines explains that that all things are going to become worse and are never to get better or good again. Very simple English. You can just frame and write. Then we have identify antonyms for the following words. The distance, delay, aggravate, one by one. It's all dictionary. Okay, it's not dictionary, children. Don't be very lazy to use a dictionary. Please use a dictionary and finish it off. Okay. It's all from the dictionary. What can be a better message to? I also read see proximity, hasten, mediocre, worse, try. I've written for you. What can be a better message to a graduating class according to you? So this is your answer. So what you try to say to your friends who is going to graduate, you have to think and write. You can just write that I feel that the best things are to be done. They have to take great knowledge from their education, and they can try to serve the world the best when they go out of the university education. So something like that you can write. So you can repeat my answer when you pause my audio and you hear it, you can get it, you can just write it. Rewrite the following in indirect speech. So a Canadian would be more apt to say, things may be pretty mediocre, but let's at least try to hold the line. So what are you going to do? You have to remove this. So your answer will be, a Canadian would be more apt to say that, remove this comma and this, that things might, okay, be pretty, very simple indirect. This is mediocre, but it's at least try to hold the line. That's all. So what is the tone of the passage? Explain why you think so. So now this is they're just reading the passage. What is the tone? Like it's a raising tone or a falling tone. What you are being ejected with today is a world that both empty and full. On the other hand, the biosphere is rotting away. The raindrops that keep falling on your head are also killing the fish, the trees, the animals, and if they keep being as acid as they are now, they'll eventually do away with things a lot closer to home, such as crops, front lawns, and your railroad track. Nature is no longer what surrounds us. We surround it, and the switch has not been for the better. On the other hand, unlike the ancient Egyptians, we as a civilization know that what mistakes we are making, and we always have the technology to stop making them. All that is lacking is the will. So what is the tone? It's a raising intonation. Okay, and explain why you think so. Because she is giving hopes to us. So that's it. So you have nature is no longer what surrounds us. We surround it, and the switch has not been to the better. Give two examples of your own to support this statement. Nature is no longer what surrounds us. We surround it, and the switch has not been. Give two examples. So what's the example you can give? What's the example you can give? The technology which we handle. And the other one is Nature is no longer what surrounds us, we surround it, and which has not been better. So one is the technology, then the other one is what is the one more example you can give? The man's, or you can write the humans attitude towards the changes we should undergo. Okay, we should undergo. I use these words as both words and also head. See, verbs you should use, nouns you should use, sentence of your own. So head, see, very simple ma. You have to use it as like SVO. Okay, when you put head in this, it is noun. When you put SV head here, it is V. Okay, now head. The head rotates. If you write the head rotates, you are using this as a noun. Okay, the same thing you should write as SVO. So you should write the word head here. Okay, so what you will write the subject? She heads the match. That's all. Now this heads acts as a verb. This acts as a noun. That's all is the difference. So noun, the head here. So I have used one as a verb, one as a noun. Now I take switch. Switch, put your, use the switch. The switch is on. Okay, use the switch here. Now she switches the fan. So you have the verb and the noun. So you can write like you want me to write once again. See, switch, or you can listen to me. Switch, no, she the switch is on, like you can write. I'll write here. You just write the switch is on. She switches her career. Okay. So this is N and this is V. So this as a noun, this as a verb. The switches. Then if you say ma'am it is switches means you write they switch their career. That's all. If you use the word they, then you need not write switches. You can just write switch. That's all. She switch. Now their THEIR you can write. Their career. Now one more word, stop. So use the stop here, so it becomes a noun. If you put the stop here, it is a verb. So the stop is nearby. You can write like that. Stop is nearby. Okay. So this is N. Now if you got it V. So they stop the car. So SVO. See, this and all is very easy, children. You just have to think over it and write. Then we as civilization know what mistakes we are making, and we also have the technology to stop making them. What do you know about the mistakes you as an individual are making? List out 4 things. As an individual, what are the things which you are making mistake? Using too much of social media platforms. Okay. Then using too much of social media. Then what do you do? 4 things which we taking less care of environment. Then what we do? Global warming issue. We don't even bother. Then what we do? Emission of that is only goes with global warming. So what else? One more thing you say. So social media platforms taking less care of environment, global environment. What one more issue which you can talk over? Four of them. You can just anything else you want, right. Then what is the last one you have? Rewrite the following sentence substituting underlined expressions with the equivalence. So they'll equally do away with things a lot close to home. Equally do away with. So finish or complete. Okay. So these two words you can fill here. What you are being ejected into today is a world that is both half empty and half full. So what does this mean? Positivity. Okay. So don't think of. We should not think of the half empty glass. We should have the positivity in thinking of the half filled glass. Okay, so this is it. Then we have brims. It's all on your own. You can write, children. Nothing very difficult over here. Just read them. You will get your answers. Okay, that's it. This rearranging. I'll just tell you. This is a passport. What all you have to take for travel writing. You should take. So it is travel, ID card, passport, suitcase, shampoos, all these are all the checklist which you'll take and go. Now this arranging, I'll just tell you 4 6 1 2 8 3 7 5. 4 6 1 2 8 3 7 5. Okay, make a note of it. Now you have to have a travel list and all your features, and they've given a small itinerary. Itinerary is the travel list, where and all you go, how and all you have to go. All those things is itinerary. How you start from, where you go and come back. So itinerary is during vacations, weekends. Okay, where you go, business trips. All this comes into your itinerary part. So this and all you yourself can prepare a checklist. I think so. Nothing much is there. That's it. All this is on your own. Like this all is on your own. You can make it up. Now this worksheet 2.1, I'll be making it up in the next class. Then we go to creativity. Okay. Thank you, students.